Hello, I'm Proclamation. Welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to go over 3 tools that you can use in your music production. The first is ArrangerKing. If you're stuck on an 8-bar loop and you can't come up with an arrangement, this is supposed to help. There's a lot of different things here. This is Godly Plan. I'm just going to stick with it. Let me move this on over. On the right-hand side, 2 minutes and 33 seconds, how long this arrangement is. If you right-click on ArrangerKing, you got like the scale. I got the scale big so that all you can see what's going on. I can even move it down maybe a little bit more. I'm going to be looking at OBS to make sure everything's right. UI sync is on. The color coding is on. Otherwise, all you do is just get white squares. So I'm going to put that back on. And you have a lot of different plans here. And on the right-hand side of all the different titles, you got how long they are. I'm going to put myself at 144 BPM for demonstration purposes. And then when you want something right on the right side of share is this arrow. And you bring on up and see it put it on its own little track. It's not what I want. Let's take that off there. And we're going to go with 100 beats per minute. And then we're going to bring it on up. And the reason is I want to see if it matches the BPM that I'm on. And then we can come see. If I stretch this out a little bit more, it probably, it looks like it's close enough. And it matches my lines. Now, the one thing I don't like about the software is nothing is marked. So, it'd be nice if each one was just split into its own block. And if you go and click on this, they're MIDI notes. So that's one thing that I feel that the software does need. Now we can correct that very easily. Go in our action list. I made some scripts on Windows 7 with the Reaper on that operating system, but it came up a bit corrupted. But I will show you what I came up with. If you see how I made something, you can make your own. Now this here is a bit off that I didn't put a marker at the beginning. So what I'm going, you know what I could do? I could just go and put that there. And you'll see the reason why. It's to select all the items on the track. No. Wrong one. Okay, this one here needs to go here. It's to select all items on the track. You're going to insert a marker, and then you're going to go 8 bars, and then you're going to split. And then when I run it again, it's going to insert a marker there. So there's 8 bars, 8 bars, 8 bars, 8 bars, 8 bars, 8 bars, 8 bars. And then we can close. I'm going to go in my Regent Manager, and that's what it looks like. And now we can title. Sometimes that can take longer. We are going to go to another action, and it's convert markers to regions, and we're going to run it. And now we have regions with the titles up on top, and that looks pretty good because now you have your arrangement with the regions. There's one other thing we need to do. We're going to do color region. That's all you have to do is put the words in there, and then it's script by one / set region to random colors respecting time selection. And now you got all your different colors. You go in your Regent Manager, and there's all your different colors. And now you have your whole arrangement. You can save this as a template. I haven't found songs that match the style that I do. A lot of my stuff is improvised, and I have not found other people making stuff similar. And to be honest, I probably just don't know that they exist because there's a lot of musicians out there. So I'll take someone's arrangement of their song and go, I want this song to be arranged like this. And then I can play around with the regions to match. And to be honest, what I would normally do is I would have my 8-bar loop, and then I would just duplicate that loop, create regions of each of that, remove things, and add things for chorus. I think that's a good way of doing it. And I wonder if I can come up with an example. Now this is from a previous project. And it's not quite 16 bars. And the only way, of course, to know for sure is simply action list. And I got a custom 4-bar MIDI, and you edit the action, and it's a script. And I move the cursor to the end of item. That's why I did a custom script. There's 4, 8, 12. See, not quite 16. So if you want to turn this into a loop, usually I just come to the beginning, put a marker, and then I would come here to the end and put a marker, and then I would convert to regions. Should be region X5. There it is. It converts the markers to regions, select all the items, set time selection of items, and then it duplicates the regions 5 times, and then it removes the unselect time selection and loop point. So let's go run. But as far as arrangement, it looks pretty good, except for the N. We got a marker right there, so we just hit the Alt button, put the mouse cursor over it, click, and it's gone. And you can see it's not in order, so you just go and highlight this and go renumber. And we should be all set to go. And then you can do your intro, go into your Reaper list and do color regions, run it, boom, you're done. So is this software worth it? You'll have to decide for yourself. For me, no. My other thing that I have a complaint about is he's charging $54 for this. And with this code, you can get it for $40.50. It doesn't do enough. Now, you can go to audio plugin deals, and I've done things through them. Plugin Fox is another good one. Here it's $27. I'm sorry, but there's not enough meat on the bone for me to go for it. It should break all those blocks in, but I really don't see needing it. It would do us good as music producers and music creators, songwriters, whatever, to take a song we really like and break it down ourselves. And with Reaper, you do it with the markers. Here's the beginning, here's where it starts. One song I have, it's really interesting. They'll do like an 8-bar intro, but the next one that starts, say verse 1, they don't start it on bar 9. They actually start on bar 8 3/4. It's like one measure before they start the next 8-bar section, verse 1. They come in just right before it, or they work their way into it. And you learn so much. You're taking away your education by not doing it. I don't mean to hurt the person that put this together. Maybe there's more to it than what I see. It's not going to speed up my workflow. I'm going to have to take his arrangement, split it, make regions, color the regions, and then delete it. And then if I already have an 8-bar loop made up, it might not fit in that arrangement. The next one I'm going to show you is tick. And it's just a metronome. 4 or 5 times to get that word out. Thank goodness for video editing. I'm at 100 beats. Let's speed it up. I want a little faster. Oh, 960. Ooh, I didn't want it that fast. And you have different sounds with it. And it's free. Now, the last one I want to show is this one here, and it's called EQ Wise Plus. Has a demo as well. Now, my only concern is it's not going to be big enough. Let me blow up. No, I don't mean that literally. Let me enlarge my screen. I got this in 2018. What this program is, it will show you where your rumble is in your bottom of your bass. Boom. This is a general chart. Honk, tinny, crunch, present, air. If you go through all this, there's different charts to use, like 808 bass. And down below, it'll tell you what the problem is. Some it'll skip, but just shows you what to be concerned about. Got drums, which dance, bass drum. It has a general chart too. Shows you sub bass, bass, low, mid, high range, high frequency, live instrument like piano or electric guitar. You get the idea. I'm gonna go back to general chart, and then here you got different settings that they have that you could use as a starting point. Let's see, startup. I have that on TDR Nova. That's just your basic startup that you should have with any EQ where you're rolling off the low end and the high end. I gotta shrink back down because everything's a little too big. Now, this is not a dynamic EQ, but you can get the free TDR Nova and that is dynamic EQ. I love dynamic EQ. A compression EQ is one because you can compress frequency separately and not touch the rest of everything. Is a big plus. It's $39, but I paid $49.99, which was the full version. Here you can download the demo, except you can only have 3 bands to change, but you can go and put on the free version of TDR Nova. I do have the free version on here, and you only have 4 bands. You hit the HP, the LP, and then that create your cutoff, and then you can deal with your slope. Right here is 30 hertz. This slope here you can change. Go here. You just hold down your left mouse button and go as high up as you want to go. So it's set at 24 dB oct. You click on it with a left click, check your 72 dB. Makes a great slope there. And I do like 18.3, 18.1. You can go further if you want to go down to 15. Some people do hear past that, so 18.3. You can save as default state, and then you're set. Every time you boot this thing up, it should come up. And so now you got 2 EQs, and then all we need is just a wave sound. Now you can only move 3 bands, and this isn't the demo, this is paid. But see, it's showing me like bottom is there, and I'm not gonna put on my headphones. My ears need a break from them. But if you can't, say you can't move that band there, you can always do it in TDR, and you would want to click on the band, adjust the Q, there we go. That's much better, because then you can surgically go through either way, top or bottom. I don't think you can you change? Oh, I can. Ooh, check that out. 150. Ooh. Some of them you can, and some of them you can't. See, like this one here, I don't see. File, settings. No, show value, a graph, adapt a Q, oversampling. That's it. So that's something for you to consider. I paid for it. I really liked what they did, and I wanted to support them. And even though they haven't updated it, which really the only update I would want from them would be to expand the UI. So that's the 3 software I wanted to show you. Think about it. Try out the demos. Tick is free. It's always good to have. So I hope you have a great day, a great night, and I'll see you in the next video.